version 2. We'll start right on the main screen. I've already logged in. A couple of things you'll notice between the first version of SmarterHash and version 2 is that there's some additional icons on the screen. As we move down the left-hand side, under some of the coin tickers, you'll notice a pickaxe and shovel. If there's a pickaxe and shovel underneath the coin ticker, then we have a pool in the SmarterHash pools for that coin. All right, that's the first thing you'll notice. The second thing is that wherever we have a pool, you'll also see on screen if anyone's actually mining in that pool right now. So right now, nobody's mining in Digi, nobody's mining in Dot, nobody's mining Unreal Coin, etc. But I want to accomplish a couple things in this video to show you some of the more advanced features, especially as it relates to your workers and getting your workers set up to mine in the pools. With our personal mining ports, the first thing that you'll notice when you go to your list of workers is that each one is going to have a port assigned to it. That is a permanent port assignment. Once you set that up for your worker, you don't need to touch it anymore. For instance, my Ninja.Thunder2 is port 16004. All right, now I'm going to click and bring you over to my Zeus miner setup, and you can see that I'm pointed to us.smarterhash.com port 16004. My worker name is Ninja.Thunder2, which is what you saw on the screen here, and that my password is also the port number. So that is how you have to set your worker setup. Now, if you ever have any questions about how to do that, in any of the pools, it doesn't matter which pool you're in, if you go to My Account and you click on My Workers and scroll down the screen, you'll see the settings for each one of your worker names. So for instance, here, Ninja.Thunder2, if I scroll down, here's Ninja.Thunder2. You can see if you're using like CG Miner or a machine like, or one of those miners, this would be your command line setup. But otherwise, if you're using something like a Zeus miner or a different miner, this is all you have to set. You only need the pool address, the worker name, and the password. So, like I said before, you can just go to any of the pools. Doesn't matter which pool, because this information that you see here is going to be the same. And of course, I am mining premium coin right now, so as you can see, a number of my workers are highlighted here. The other workers are actually offline right now and not doing anything. But this is how you do it. It's pretty simple. Just remember that once this port assignment is made, you set your machine up and you never have to touch it again. And the reason you don't have to touch it again is because SmarterHash takes care of moving your coin, or moving your worker from one coin to another. So for instance, let's just go back to the SmarterHash screen. Excuse me. And I'll get on the profitability. Now, by clicking on this pickaxe and shovel, it's going to bring up a list of my workers and where they're assigned right now. So as you can see, all of my machines are set to premium coin. Now, let's say, for instance, that I wanted to take Ninja.Thunder2 and I wanted to assign it to a different coin. I can do that right through the use of this drop-down window. If I wanted to take all of my workers and assign them to one coin, I would do that here. But for this particular worker, I'm going to take Thunder2 and I'm going to reassign him. Let's just go back. I took some information here earlier. That machine normally runs about 28 megahash. So I'm just going to click and take a look and see what's paying pretty well. Well, Digi's up the top of the list, but as of today, the Digi buy wall is pretty weak, so I'm going to skip that. But let's say I wanted to move that worker to Unreal Coin. It's a pretty simple process. And I have another window running in the background here where I'll show you, for instance, what's actually going on. This is the Stratum server that Ninja.Thunder 2 is connected to. It's our US Stratum, and I'll go back to that in a minute. You can see that it is happily mining along on Premium Coin. But let's go back and we'll just change this right now. And I'm going to change it to Unreal Coin. Scroll down the screen, click the OK button, and then typically within 10 seconds, 60 seconds, it never takes more than about 30 to 45 seconds, your machine will be switched through our Stratum server to a different coin. So as you can see, Ninja.Thunder 2 is now mining Unreal Coin. And if I wanted to change it back, I could just click on this. I can click on the pickaxe and shovel anywhere and just take it and move it back to Premium Coin. Click my button. Okay, and if I go take a peek, you'll see it's been switched back. Now, the other thing that's going to happen when you switch a coin or switch a worker to a different coin, you're going to get an email verification. And it's going to be sent to your inbox, and you're going to get a notification that says you've switched from one coin to another. And then after 3 to 5 minutes, once SmarterHash detects that that machine is reporting hash in the pool that you've switched it to, you'll get a follow-up email showing you that the coin has been, or the worker has been successfully switched. Now, a couple of other things that are important that I wanted to take a minute to review, and that's alerts and strategies. So for instance, I have this 28 megahash machine, and I'm looking at how much money I could make off of Unreal Coin. So yesterday, if I had been mining Unreal Coin, that machine would have generated $1.89 in income to me. Right now, over in the 24-hour column, it's showing me $2.17. And the reason is very simple. Because yesterday, or over the past 24 hours, the average hash rate, network hash for Unreal Coin has been 80.27. But right now, it's 43.47, so it's down. So if I took my 28 megahash and I put it on Unreal Coin, I'd be getting 39% of network hash. Now typically, before I make decisions like this, I want to take a look. So I'm going to click and take a look at the chart. And what I see, I like. I see that network hash on Unreal Coin is going down over the past 24 hours. It's also going down over the past 48. So perhaps there's a chance it'll go down even more. Let's say I want to move my machine over to Unreal Coin if network hash goes below 35 megahash. So there's an easy way to do that. The first thing we have to do is we have to set up an alert in order to monitor the network hash for Unreal Coin. And that's a simple process. So all I have to do is click on alerts, and I'm going to add a network hash alert. And I'm just going to call it Unreal under, let's say, 30. Choose the coin, scroll down the list, pick Unreal Coin. I want to check to see if it's less than, and the number is 30 megahash. So I'm going to set up an alert that's going to start monitoring Unreal Coin to see if network hash for Unreal is under 30. So I'll go ahead and click, and save that. Now, under the Workers menu, you'll also see Strategies. And a strategy can take all of your workers and assign them to a certain coin, or it can take individual workers and assign them to certain coins. So I'm going to create a strategy, and I'm going to call it Thunder 2 on URC. That's all I have to do. And if I don't want to move a worker to a coin, I just ignore it. I'm going to come down. It's telling me that you can see it's already on premium coin, but I want to move it to Unreal coin. And the important part here is that you can see at the bottom of the list, triggered by. You can select any of your alerts, and that alert will trigger this change in mining strategy. So once network hash for Unreal coin goes below 30 megahash, that alert will be triggered, and at the same time it will activate this strategy. So I just click Unreal under 30. If I want to have multiple alerts required to trigger a strategy, let's say that I want to make sure that Unreal coin is under 30 megahash and the price is over a certain BTC amount. That could be set up also. So you could have two requirements in order for the strategy to take effect, but I'll just leave it as one. And I click Save, and now it's been added to my strategies. All right. If I go back and I look at my, take a look at my my alerts, you'll see that Unreal under 30 is currently active. So it is one of my alerts that I'm actively monitoring for right now. I've got lots of alerts out there, but I've turned them off right now because they affect strategies, and I don't want my machines moved to different coins right now. So let's go back and go back to the profitability screen. So we basically covered the new features in version 2. How to switch your machines from one coin to another, number 1. Number 2, we've reviewed your workers, the port assignments that we give them, and how that information should be set up, whether it's through a program like this, or whether it's through CG Miner or something else that you run on a Linux or a Windows box, all right, the command lines that you would use. So it's actually a pretty simple process if you just take a few minutes to review it, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot.